So my sessions I've worked with TLC were on Waterfalls was the main one, Creep, Let's Take Our Time. On the Fan Mail album, I worked on like 11 songs on the Fan Mail album. Co-produced and co-wrote with Dallas on If They Knew, an MP3 exclusive download when MP3 first came on the internet. The very first week, TLC broke that record with 1 million downloads for I Need That, which I also co-produced and co-written with Dallas, and I think Diamond was co-writer on that. Oh, Take Our Time was Arnold Hennings. I also did Automatic, Unpretty, recorded Tommy Martin's guitars, recorded some of the drums for Tom Knight along with Carlton Lynn. He was the co-engineer on that. I think he took a break or something, and I just tracked some of the drums. Worked on, God, I forget all the records, but it was about 11 records on the Fan Mail album. Oh, back in the day with Jermaine Dupri's producer, or one guy that was producing with him named Shannon, and I tracked the Crazy Sexy Cool remix, but Dallas did the original. No, I'm sorry, the Creep remix, and Dallas did the original version of that. So back then it was like, man, a lot of different studios and sessions going on, and we had a pretty cool team. Leslie Brathwaite, Arnold Hennings, Alvin Spites, Neil Pogue. And Neil was like my big brother in the game along with Dallas. They were two of my big brothers. And from production, Dallas put me in the game, and from engineering, Neil put me in the game. So I would track Neil's sessions that he actually mixed the songs to. So we had a really cool thing going with a lot of the engineers, such as Shy Boy, John Bernowski Wall, Mark Hawley. They were part of the NHP crew. And then, on Dallas side, we had Carlton Lynn, we had Leslie Brathwaite, Alvin Spites. Oh, we also had Carl Glover. He was another one of our engineers. And John Fry, Phil Tan, even though he mostly worked with Jermaine. Those are some of the main engineers. And some of the producers were Tim and Bob, Arnold Hennings, Mario Winans at a certain point, Deborah Killings, Carlos and Dada was part of the team. So my relationship with Lisa Left Eye was kind of a special one, but she was really cool actually, because on Waterfalls, it took her, she was very meticulous in how she wrote her lyrics. She took like 8 hours to write her verse, but it was all good because, we had this mutual respect. I mean, I gave her that space to be able to be free in her creativity versus just trying to rush her to get it done. That wasn't the intention. The goal was to get the record, right? And obviously it's a timeless record. So, same with Brazanda Chile. She liked working with me as a producer. She said one time I was one of her favorite, along with Arnold Hennings and Babyface. So I felt real special on that one. Shout out to you, bro. One thing I can say that was part of those sessions is Lisa, the one that actually taught me about publishing. Like, Ricco, don't sell all your publishing. That it's good in theory, right? But the reality is that don't always pan out that way. Like, you're gonna have to give something in this industry. So a couple of times, a couple deals just went sour, but for the most part, she's the one, because she was very intellectual and very in tune. So, as that whole breakdown of how they went broke, this, that, and the other, like, she was explaining that to me back then in the studio. So she had her own production company, her own publishing company, Left Eye Productions was the name of the company. I think Ida and I think Ian Burke helped run that production company for her. But yeah, so Waterfalls was my main record, the biggest record I think I recorded with them. Those were some of my sessions with TLC, and I wouldn't change it for the world.